Good morning, dear children. Welcome to the second session of maths. Yesterday we started algebraic expression, introduction, and some definitions of algebraic expression. Today I am going to solve the exercise of algebraic expressions. So, exercise number 1 from the second unit. Here, I will give both question and answer. So, when you are solving, you just pause the video and check down the answers as well as steps. The first one: separate the constants and variables from the following. The first name is separate the constants and variables from the following. I read the question. 12 plus z 15 minus 6 by 5 minus 3 by 7 x 3 2 by 3 xy 5xy by 2 7 7 minus x 6x plus 4y minus 7z 8y divided by 3x y plus 4 y by 4 2x divided by 8y. So this is the first main from exercise number 2.1. The first thing is, from this main we have to separate the constants and variables. So I told the numerical values are called constants and variables like the alphabets are called variable. And here, how to separate? So maximum we are having the algebraic terms like 12 plus z minus x by 5, 3 by 7, x, 2 by 3xy. So from these terms, from this expression, we have to separate the constants and variables. First one, to start separating the variables. Yes. So from the question, how to separate the variable? Means in each question, constants are there as well as variables are there. But how to separate the variable? Variable means don't try to separate, don't try to write only result from 12. So this full term is called variable. And next, minus x by 5 is also variable. Next, x is also variable. And then 2 by 3 xy, that is also variable. 5x upon 2, that is also one of the variable. 7 minus x is also variable. 6x plus 4y, this is also variable. Minus 7z, this is also variable. 8yz divided by 3x, this is also variable. Y by 4, y plus 4 is also variable. Y by 4 is also variable. 2x divided by 8yz, so that is also variable. The remaining things are nothing but 15 minus 3 by 7, 3 and 7. These are the constants. Understood? From the question, so which one I have marked from the yellow chalk, those all are the variables. So which one I have marked from this chalk, and these are the constants like 15 minus 3 by 7, 3 and 7 are the constant. Means after the 15 Otherwise, in front of the 15, there is no variable. That's why we can easily call it as a constant. And here, 12 plus z. Z is there as well as 12 is there. In between, plus z. Means what? 12 and z, one constant and one variable separated by plus sign. The total term is called algebraic term. So what is said? Separated variable including 12 and z and plus sign will consider as a full of variable. Understood? So let us go to the second main. Second main from exercise number 2.1. So I'll read it. Just listen carefully. Separate the monomials, binomials, and trinomials from the following. I read the question. 7 xyz 9 minus 4y 4y squared minus xz x minus 2y plus 3z 7x plus z squared, then 8xy 8 by 5 xy x squared y squared 4 plus 5y minus 6z. So in front of you, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 algebraic expressions are there. These are not the terms, these are the expressions. So already we have learned about the monomial, binomial, and trinomial. So from this only, I just mentioned the expression which comes under the monomial or binomial or trinomial. So let us go to the first one. 7xy z is there. This 7xy z, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, but it's not separated by plus or minus. So we can call it as a monomial. Understanding? Okay. Let's go to the second one. So how many terms are there? 1 and 2. It is separated by minus sign. So we can easily call it as a binomial. M is nothing but monomial, B is nothing but binomial. And here also 4y squared minus xz is there. These two terms are separated by a single sign, so we can easily call it as binomial. Next, go to the next one. This group x minus 2y plus 3z. How many terms are there? 1, 2, 3. So total 3 terms are there. Something but trinomial. Monomial M, binomial B, binomial B, and trinomial T, because it has 3 terms. And next one, 7x plus z squared. How many terms are there? 2 terms are there. Why we call it as a binomial. Is it clear? So on the next one, 8xy. How many terms are there? 3 terms are there, but not separated by a single sign. So we will take it as monomial. And this is also monomial. And finally, trinomial. Exercise 2.1. In the first main, we separated variables on side and constants on side according to the colors. And second one, we have separated according to their types: monomial, binomial, and trinomial. If only one term is monomial, if 2 terms, binomial, if 3 terms, trinomial. Understood? It's not dependent upon the powers, it's not dependent upon the constants, it's only dependent upon number of terms. Understood? Okay. So let us go to the second exercise. excess number 2.2. Sort of things are there. First one is from the excess number 2.2 classify into like terms. First one is what? Classify into the like terms. Let's separate the question and then we separate the like terms. First one, 4x squared 1 upon 3x minus 8x cubed x1 6x cubed 4y minus 74x cubed 8xy 7xyz next 3x squared. So already we have learned in the introduction part what is meant by like and what is meant by unlike terms. So like terms are totally dependent upon the variables and their power. So from these terms we have to separate like terms. How to separate the like terms? First one, like terms. Okay. So first one, let us go to the powers. 1 upon 3x is there. 1 upon 3x, we are not dependent upon the constants, we are dependent upon only on the variable and power. So where is one more x? One more x is there? No. 4x squared, x cube is there, xy is there, 6x cube is there, 4y is there, x cube is there. So let us go to the second one, x squared, 4x squared. So next one, the set of one more thing is what? 4x squared and then 3x squared. Same variable and same exponent. Yes. 1 upon 3x, only one term is there. Keep as it is. In the second side, 4x squared along with the 4x squared, one more term will come, that is 3x squared. Next one. Now come to the 8x cube minus 8x cube and one more 6x cube. Next one minus 74x cube means same variable, same power, same variable, same power, same variable, same power. X is over, x square is over, x cube is over. Now separate xy. xy, 4y not come. Then next go to the 8xy. Correct? And finally, now check out the values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So what is the missing term here? Okay. xy is over, 8xy is over, and finally 7xyz. So let us take these two in the unlike set. Like terms and second one is unlike terms. So what things will come in unlike set? Will get 1 upon 3x comma 7x1z. Understood? From the question, I have separated sets of like terms. The first set, variable, power. Variable, powers are same. This is the first set of like terms, and this is x cube, x cube, x cube. Second set of like terms, xy and xy. Third set of like terms. So here I have separated and like. How it is possible? 1 upon 3x is there, and here 7xy z is there. Means single variable. Here 3 variables are there. These are not looking like the same. That's why it will come under the unlike sign. This is clear. So please refer to the textbook if you have. Otherwise, pause the video steps. So shall we go for the second main? Yes. Second main is simplification. Okay. Simplify that from the same exercise. Simplify. 7x minus 9y plus 3 minus 3x minus 5y plus 8. So here, question number 1. 7x minus 9y plus 3 minus 3x minus 5y plus 8. Okay. From this way, so we have different terms. Some like terms means we have a set of like terms like the x one side, y, and constants. What do we do? So how to simplify? So please don't add or don't subtract 7 from 9 because 7x is different and 9y is different. These two are unlike terms. The first step of the simplification is separate like terms and along with the sign. First one, we start with x. 7x is there. So what is the other like term? 7x minus 3x. So we have to bring this 3x along with the sign, that is minus. Second, go to the 9. Minus 9y. So after that, minus is there. So in this term, minus 5y. Next term, plus 3, then plus 8. So now count the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 means both the terms are correct, but we have separated according to the like set. Next one. 7 minus 3 is nothing but 4x. Just subtract 7x minus 3x is equal to 4x. So all you guys have learned minus into minus plus, but what we will do? We will put the bigger sign minus because 9 is more than 5. 9 is more than 5. That's why the bigger sign will become minus. Add 9 plus 5. How much will it become? 14y. And finally 3 plus 8, 11. So this is your final answer. So once again I explain. Listen carefully. 7x minus 9y plus 3 minus 3x minus 5y plus 8. So later on, the step number 1 is separate the term according to the like terms. 7x minus 3x, next term minus 9y minus 5y plus 3 and plus 8. Later on, if it is subtraction sign, subtract it. If it is addition sign, add it. First one, 7 minus 3x is there. 7 minus 3x is nothing but 4x. In front of 9, minus is there. This is mandatory. So we have to see the front sign. Minus and minus. So minus 9 and minus 5. So minus 9 and minus 5 is nothing but minus 14y. 3 plus 8, 11. So go through the steps. So let us take one more question from our text. (3x squared plus 5xy minus 4y squared plus x squared minus 8xy minus 5y square. So don't worry about their powers. Here the question was easy, but we have solved it, and there the question was also easy, but we are having some powers. So don't worry about that. So the first step, separate the here. So plus x. 3x squared plus x. Next one, plus 5xy. Yes. What's the number like term? This one, minus 8xy. Correct? Next term, minus 4y squared. And that side, minus 5y squared. This one now, 3x squared, x squared, 5xy, minus 8xy, 4y squared, then 5y squared. Now, in the first step only, we have separated according to the like terms. Now, 3x squared plus x squared is nothing but 4x squared. Correct? 3 plus 1, 4. Here, plus and minus is there. Don't worry about that. Plus into minus. Also result minus. But we have to check out the bigger sign. The 8 is having a bigger sign. We have to put minus. What is the process for? 8 minus 5 is 3xy. Is it correct? Okay. Next one. Minus into minus plus. We have to put the bigger sign minus 5 plus 4 9y squared. So this is your final answer. Clear? Question number 1 and question number 2 from the first one. Sorry, from the second one. Now we go to the third one. Add. So the first one, he did not say add or subtract. What we have done, according to the sign, we have added or we have subtracted. But here, that is said add. Add means, so he has given some questions. 5a plus 3b a minus 2b and 3a plus 5b. So please listen carefully. First one, 5a plus 3b. Second, 2a minus 2b and 3a plus 5b. We are having three algebraic expressions, especially binomials. Why we are calling binomial? Two terms are there. There's also two terms are there. Next, what we will do? Step number 1. 5a plus 3b. So make one bracket plus a minus 2b plus 3a plus 5b. Why we are taking the brackets? Easily we come to know what is the first side and what is the second side and finally what is the third side. So instead of comma, we just take out the plus sign because he only said add. Next, so remove from the bracket 5a plus 3b plus into plus a. So here minus is there, multiply with the plus. Plus into minus 2b plus into 3a plus into plus 5b. So once again I will repeat it. 5a plus 3a as it is, and here plus into plus, there is no sign, is the plus. Plus into plus is nothing but plus, a as it is. Plus into minus will come, 2a as it is. Plus into plus 3a plus into plus, that is 5a. So now separate like this. First one, 5a. What is the number a? Here plus a, and next plus 3a. 5a plus a and plus 3a. I have separated the terms along with the sign. Now the second one, plus 3b minus 2b plus 5b. Correct? 1, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So have separated according to their signs. Next one. Now try the simplification. 5 plus 1a. 5a plus 1a, 6a. 6a plus 3a will become 9a. Understanding? 5a plus a, 6a. 6a plus 3a is 9a. Now come here. 3b minus 2b. 3 minus 2 is what? 1. 1 plus 5b is 6b. So let's have a repeat. 5a plus a is nothing but 6a. 6a plus 3a is 9a. Next term. 3b minus 2b is b. b. 1b plus 5b is 6b. Doubts, sir? Okay. So now one more is there. Question number 2. X cube minus x square y plus 5x y square plus y. Next one. Minus x cube minus 9x y square plus y and 3x square y plus 9x y square. Can you see the terms? First one, 3x cube minus x square y plus 5x y square plus y minus x cube minus 9x y square plus y and finally 3x square y plus 9x y square. Instead of commas we have to put the plus sign inside the means outside the common bracket. Let us take them inside the common bracket. X cube minus x square y plus 5xy square plus y. This is the first side. What we should put? Plus sign. So inside the bracket minus x cube minus 9x y square plus y and finally plus 3x square y plus 9x y square. Clear? So next step is what? Yes. Remove the terms from the bracket multiplying the sign. First one. X cube as it is minus x square y plus 5xy square plus y and now plus into minus minus x cube. So listen carefully. Plus into minus minus 9x y square plus into plus plus y plus into plus plus 3x square y plus 9x y square. While multiplying the plus and minus, always while multiplying the minus sign, carefully do that because the terms will get changed. Next one. Separate the variables along with their power. So already we are having x cube here. Yes. And one more x cube minus x cube. So in front of the x, plus sign is there, x cube. In front of the x cube, minus sign is there, minus x cube. Now on the second one, minus x square y. Along with that, minus x square y is there. Let's check out x square y. Yes, this is here. Plus 3x square y. next one.